Hello, I'm Miss Tunstrom. I'm Head of Design and Technology, and I'm here to talk to you about the two options that we have in Design and Technology for GCSE. We have Product Design and Food Preparation and Nutrition.
So why should you choose a D&T subject? We like to think of our students as creative problem solvers. You will need to have an interest in learning about how and why things are designed and made in the way that they are in the world around you. And you'll be designing and making products and food yourself and developing these skills for life and for your future career. You can go on to study A-level product design here in the sixth form, which is a wonderful option.
So, what careers can design and technology lead you into? Product design can lead you into the careers shown on the screen at the moment, anything creative and or technical. The real list of careers is much longer, I'm afraid too long to fit on the screen. And food preparation and nutrition can lead you into any food related route, including science, as we do a science investigation as part of your coursework.
So let's have a look at how product design is assessed first of all. So it's broken into two halves. 50% of your grade comes from coursework or NEA, non-exam assessment, and that will take up most of year 11. Every year the exam board gives us a title and you can design any product of your choice within reason based on that title. You will get 20 A3 pages to complete that project. You'll be able to do research, design ideas, develop those design ideas, make your product, and then evaluate it. And that will make up 50% of your GCSE. And the other half of your GCSE is an exam, which you do at the end of year 11. So all the way through year 10, we do a variety of small projects based on different material areas. And then at the end of year 11, you've got your exam, which is 2 hours long and out of 100 marks. Here are some examples of students' past work from their GCSEs. Aren't they beautiful? Projects that we run in year 10. So we do a project based on papers and boards, another one on timbers. We look at polymers, we look at metals. We have another project on smart and modern materials, which is really fascinating. And we run an eco project as well to make sure that you are environmentally minded young designers. The way that you're assessed in these projects, each time there will be a couple of practice GCSE questions that relate to the topic that we're looking at, and any design and make projects, there's one for each project, will be assessed based on the GCSE criteria as a practice for you. So for each of the projects that we run in year 10, like the polymers and the metals ones that I mentioned, you will do a small design and make task that goes with it. There are some pictures here of final projects from coursework so that you can have an idea about how broad and how complex the range of products that we design and make here are. You'll be able to see that there are products that are made with traditional making methods and there are some that are made with more modern methods, for example laser cutting and 3D printing, that you will have access to, and you'll be able to practice how to use those and develop your CAD skills, so computer aided design skills as well, so that by the time that you get to year 11 and year 12 and 13 you are really strong and capable designers with both hand making and making using our equipment. 10% of the exam is based on math skills, so calculating areas and volumes and things and using Pythagoras and pi. Your technical making skills will evolve as a result of this, which will allow you to make really beautiful and quite complicated products. As we do a variety of practice making and designing projects, your own design skills, your own designer's eye as we call it, will improve greatly as well, so you can produce really beautiful things that you can be incredibly proud of. So you'll be able to see at the bottom of the page here, there are a couple of examples of coursework done by year 11s from last year and this year. I wanted to show you the level of detail and the quality of work that we put into our coursework because it is 50% of the GCSE. Don't worry, you get lots of feedback regularly in one-to-ones, and each page that we do as a class, and you get lots of clear explanations and ideas about what to include. and how to go about it so that you won't feel lost at any point. And as your projects progress, you'll find that your project goes in different directions to anyone else's, which is really interesting. You can take a real ownership and interest in your own coursework. And you'll be able to learn from other people about what they're doing in their projects. Our very popular food preparation and nutrition GCSE is assessed in two separate sections. It's assessed for 50% of the GCSE with a written exam, which is just under 2 hours long and is made up of multiple choice questions and then some longer questions. The second part of the GCSE is assessed with coursework as well, which is broken into two tasks. The first task is food investigation, and the second task is food preparation assessment, and you'll see some pictures of that on the next slide. So coursework is assessed in two sections, so 30 marks go to the science investigation and 70 marks go to the food preparation assessment. So you can see some beautiful images here of some meals produced by students last year. This is where you will plan, prepare, cook and present your food, and you will apply nutrition related learning to your chosen task. For example, we've had tasks in the past where it's been reducing sugar or increasing fibre, etc. Students prepare a menu of 3 dishes, and some of their lovely outcomes can be seen here. Here is a more detailed breakdown of how we assess food preparation and nutrition. So the science task, which I mentioned earlier, an example of that would be last year, where we investigated and explored the scientific process that occurs when eggs are used as a setting agent. The practical exam that you've just seen pictures of will consist of no more than 5 sides of A3 as a write-up, so you do have to be concise. And then the written exam, as you can see, includes topics involving food groups, macro and micronutrients, dietary needs of different groups of people, energy, food source and supply, processing and production, food security, food safety, food science and sensory analysis. Now, unfortunately, there isn't an A-level for food preparation and nutrition nationally. However, if students are interested in progressing their learning, they can choose chemistry as an A-level because it relates. We will be asking students to provide their own ingredients for practical lessons. However, as we do lessons at least once a fortnight, we will also be conducting example experiments where we will provide the ingredients for those. So lastly, if you have any questions or if you'd like any more information about product design and food preparation and nutrition GCSE, please do get in touch with me. My email address is just on the right hand side there. I hope that this presentation has been helpful, and I hope to see you in year 10. Thank you very much.